everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Erica, or Ricky Mickey Plans, and I am here to plan another week because the weeks keep coming, so we keep planning. I am going to plan for the week of October the 13th through the 19th, and I am forcing some creativity this week. I was going to go easy and go with some more Heather Kell stickers. I know. Surprise, right? Surprise. But I decided, no, I'm going to force myself to do something that's, it's a little different. It's a little different, but it's not that different, but it's a little different. Anyway, what I'm going to do is pull from this book, the Flower Power book, and I'm going to go back to these stickers, partly because I like them, but I never use them. They kind of intimidate me for some reason. Plus, there aren't many of them. So I'm going to use these. And while I had this just like sitting open, these stickers, see, like they come in like groups of like maybe 8 to 10 pages for like a set of stickers that all match. So these don't actually go with these, but I was looking at them and I really love this greenish blue with these. And so I might pull that color into. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to start really simple and just put some of these in the corners because I know, even though I'm forcing some creativity, I'm not going to go crazy. Like I'm still going to be somewhat predictable. Come on, man. So yeah, we'll put these in the corners just because they're shaped thusly. And it makes sense to me. And I'll probably stick another small one down there in the very, very corner. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll let it look rounded. I don't know. We'll see. And then that's the problem with these stickers. Like that's kind of it. There are a bunch of little guys. And then there's really only one more substantially sized one. Now, what they do have is some of these that are not colored in. Why? I haven't the faintest idea. Should I use them and try to color them in? I could. I could, right? I don't know. I kind of want to. Just because this isn't very many stickers. And these are too small to make much of an impact. I might do that. But right now, I'm going to take the other one that has any impact of worth here, and I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to put it on Wednesday. I need to leave Thursday relatively open this week, and you will see why in a bit. So I'll put this here. Yeah, I kind of want something up here. I might try this and color it. Oof, I don't know if I don't know if I'm feeling it. So really, that's it. Okay, anyway. Let's go with the one that I liked that kind of matched. Didn't match, but does match. It goes. And let's put this live and love one up here. I know, live, laugh, love. It's kind of a thing that people balk at, but it's a sweet sticker and it's a good message either way, whether you balk at it or not. So I like that. And then, you know what? Let's get a little functionality in here and then we'll see what's hitting us after that. So I said that I need to leave Thursday open. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out a big thing for Thursday. My husband has a huge concert on the 16th on Thursday. And this is the other kind of double book I have, Botanicals. And they have this one, which again kind of matches this, sort of. Does it match well enough to be worth the trouble? I'm going to pretend it does. This is ridiculous, okay? I know, ridiculous. But I'm going to cut off these florals because they don't go, I don't think. They're close enough, right? Maybe I could just leave those on and just use it. I was going to cut these off and cut this off and use the edges of this and just create a box. But I don't hate those florals with it. If I use these, I need to use them somewhere else in there, in the spread. I don't love this, so I'll probably do that with it. So let's go ahead and do that much. Okay, so I'm going to chop this off. Zoop. Goodbye to the little point. And then I'm going to put this down right here. I'm going to cheat over to the Thursday instead, or to the binding. I could have cheated over into Friday, but I want to cheat over into the border there. Put this here. Don't want to trap this post-it under it. Still trapping the post-it. Okay. That's crooked, but whatever. Life goes on. And then I'm going to cut this off here and do some completely ridiculous sticker surgery here. And put this on here. And just create a box. Okay. Don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm going to save this in case I hate those florals, though. That might happen. Okay, so this is for my husband's concert that he has. And then I have a meeting on Friday that's pretty important. If I go back to botanicals and I find this one, I can use this box here, which again has some extra florals, but I think it'll be okay. And I use this for the meeting I have after school on Friday. So I'm going to put this here. Because it's kind of small, I'm not going to cheat it at all. I'm just going to stick it right there in there. Okay. This isn't horrible. And those are really the big things we have going on this week. Everything else is kind of the normal stuff. So let's get down to these post-its, and then maybe when things are falling into place, I'll be able to like plug in those smaller florals and tie this whole thing together a little bit better. Sorry, my pages are sticking to my desk, so I have to take a moment to go ahead and cut these off. All right, let's get to post-its. So for functionality for reoccurring events, which we all have reoccurring events, I use a combination of post-its and icons, and it works great for me. And so that's what I'm going to continue to do today. So Monday, as you can see, is trash night, which for our family is also shot night. For a family member, us take a shot once a week. And it's also clean out the litter box night. So all three of those kind of go together in my mind. So I'm going to get them all down here. And they happen toward the end of the night, right? They're kind of one of the last things we do. So I will get these in here for Monday. And then I take the post-it, because it's a reoccurring event, and I move it to next Monday, and I won't have to think about it. I'm going to move on to Wednesday because the next icon sticker I have up, these are from Paper Lemonade Company, and they're little egg people, but they work great for our choir rehearsal. So I'm going to put this here for our choir rehearsal, and then I'll move this to the next week. So I don't see how easy this is. It's so easy. I have some soccer balls. I'm going to use some tiny ones for two things that my son has. I don't really need to put these in. My son is an adult, but he does live at home. So it's not like I'm keeping track of his stuff, but I just like to know where my family is and that kind of thing. So that's why I put these in there. So it's not like I'm telling him, hey, don't forget you have soccer. Like, he's an adult, like I said, he can remember that. But I like to know. And I think I'm going to scoot this up here, actually, just so it's not so crowded down here, because I will have something else down here. All right. Well, the other thing I'm going to have down here is my husband. Even though he has a concert this night, I'm going to bet he's still going to try to play a game night that night when he gets home. I just bet, because that's just how he is. It's just how he is. And this is the other thing. I'm not sure if we're going to have a game night on Friday night with friends or not. I'm never quite sure. So I'm going to go ahead and put a sticker here, but I probably won't put highlighter because I can easily take the sticker off if the game night doesn't happen. But I can't as easily cover over highlighter if it doesn't happen. So I probably will not add highlighter to that. And then the only post-it left is for church. This comes from Kichi. And it's just this little generic round dude in a church, or dudette, not really sure, but I think it's cute. And I'll put that there, and then again move this to next week. And that's it for my Post-its, but now I'll look through here. I don't really use habit trackers as much. Yes, I am. I started a few weeks ago. I failed, but I'm glad I put it in, so I'm going to put it again for this week. I'm going to cover up this little note, and I'm going to center this right here. And this is just going to be for, did I basically, it's kind of, did I not have a cheat day today for my calorie counting? If I didn't cheat, I get to check it off. If I like went with my counting of calories, does that make sense? No pet stuff this week. I'm going to go ahead and put a music note down for my husband's concert here. And then he also has a rehearsal. I should probably get a Post-it for this. He has a rehearsal on Sunday after church with a community band that he is in. And then these are for my to-do list, which I will get to in a bit. All right. I think that's really it for my week. Isn't that crazy? So I mentioned some highlighter. So next I'm going to add some highlighter. This matches really well. This only kind of matches, and I could not find a color that matches these. So yeah, we'll figure it out. So I'm going to add some highlighter here for church choir practice. Should I try the yellow? It doesn't really match. This isn't really a yellow. It's kind of like a brownish yellow. I think I'm just going to stick with the pink. And so I'll add this for church. And I'll have some highlighter for my husband's rehearsal. And I'm not going to highlight this or this because I'm not sure they're happening. And I think I'm just going to not highlight my son's practices either. I think I'm just not feeling it today. I don't know why. I'm just not feeling it. Okay. Okay. So what's now? What's next? Let's find a box for steps. I think I can use this one from Botanicals. Not bad. I mean, it's a perfect match for the one above it. And my phone's ringing. Give me just a minute. Sorry about that. Where was I? Okay, so this was for steps, correct? Yes, okay. So since I'm working on steps, which brings me to this sheet, why don't I just go ahead and do my to-do lists as well, since I have this out. So I'm going to put a little label here for steps. Okay, that looks kind of cute. I didn't want lined, but I like it. And now I'll get myself some to-do lists. These are from Levenger, but you can use any old sheet of paper and just cut it down if you want to. I just like these because they're already punched and they're already lined and they're already done. But I like to make them a little shorter. I don't want them the full length of the page. I don't know why, I just don't. And then I need to get some label boxes. I think I'm just going to use these boxes. I was going to look for something. I don't know. I was going to look for something that said to do and all that stuff, but I think I'm just going to keep it simple and use this. So let's put a box there and let's put a box here. And these are my to-do lists. I will have one for stuff I need to do at home and one for stuff I need to do at work. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at these triangles. I could incorporate them, couldn't I? Now I'm going to look. I told myself I wasn't going to look. I told you I wasn't going to look. And now I'm thinking of looking. Look at me looking. I could use some of these, the plan, that kind of thing. Ooh, I could pull the yellow in. Why don't I do that? All right, let's do that. So this is going to say, let's see here. Let's make this say the plan for at work, which means I'm going to cut this. This is the plan for at work. I probably should have done a little better job of cutting it so it looks like it, is intentionally that way and not just chopped off, but that's all right. That's a little detail that I think is fine. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay. And then there's another one on the next page. So let's do the plan for at home. And then these, because they are punched as they are, will live in my planner right in the midst of my spread. And so I can have everything I need, both my appointments and activities and my to-do lists all in one place, which is how I like to plan. Okay, that's kind of cute. I'm glad I pulled those out. Those are fun. Fun. All right. So these live like this, right? Make sense? Okay, good, 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 good. And now I can put these away and all of my icon stickers are finished. And so now I just have a lot of blank space to fill with some decor. And like I said, there's not much decor. I'm just going to pull these out of the book. I think it'll be easier than messing with this double book thing. All right. Oof. They're all just so little. They're all just so little. I have an idea. All right. In the other double book, in that other section, there was some washi of the 3 colors I'm using. So there's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one. I know. It's like it was meant to be, right? Is there anything else in this section I can use? There probably is. But anyway, so I'm going to pull some washi in. These aren't true washi, but, you know, washi-esque. I'm going to pull these in. So let's put some, okay, I've got too much going on. Sorry. All right, let's do this one here. I may change my mind and move it to a different spot, but for now, this is where I'm feeling it. And then let's do this one here. And this will just be some extra color, right? And then maybe I can add some florals with these. And then I've got the green. What if I do it like this? I'm stretching my imagination here, people. What if I do like that? Oh, that's crooked, but that's okay. I can fix that. Okay. Let's make this simple. I was going to just try to stretch it across and then cut it, but that seems silly. So let's just cut that. And then let's let it appear that it extends over to this line, even though we all know that there's a binding in between, but it's still the idea that it stretches. Okay, that's kind of cute. That's not bad at all. Not bad. And then I have one more if I want to plug it in. Now I could do something like this, right? Yeah, I don't want that. I might do it somewhere, but I won't do it there. I'll save that off to the side. Okay. That's a little color. Okay. Okay. This is going to happen. And then let's take some of these florals and put them around. Let's do that. Let's do that. Kind of wish I'd have put that washi down here now that I think about it. Nope. Nope. It's going to be all right. See, I'm used to filling the bottom is the thing with florals. So that's where I'm getting all tied up, right? I'm just going to take this one and go like that. Cute. All right. That'll do. That'll do, pig. And then let's do these here. Maybe they don't need to be together. Maybe that's what I don't need to worry about is having them together. I don't know. I'm not loving this, but this is why I've avoided these stickers, is because they just weren't enough to pull off a whole spread in my mind. So I'm just going to try to make them work. Just going to do the best that I can. So let's stick you like right here because you're kind of cute. Okay. So now one kind of unofficial rule I have for myself is that something needs to be touching every box, and I kind of have that already. This one only barely, so I might stick something else in there. So I've kind of got that accomplished. So now I could just kind of stick things around wherever I want, right? This seems lonely up here, and this seems lonely, but maybe I'll fix that with some smaller ones. Um, I don't know. If you have suggestions, please give them to me. I'm just trying to make this work, and it's just not working for me. Let's make this a little flower patch right here. Okay, that's cute. That'll do. And then let's do a smaller one here. Okay, that's better already. That's better. I like it. Okay. And then I'll do something the same kind of idea here. Okay, cute. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I don't like these two. These two look like they're just floating out in space. So I think I'm pulling them up. And I think I'll go sort of like this. Yeah. I just don't like them floating in space. Oh no, they don't have stems, so they kind of need to. Ooh, that tore the page. Hate that. Okay. And my hair's falling out. Look at that. That's my hair. And they don't have stems. I feel like they need to peek from the page, from the side of the page, kind of like that one is. So you can kind of imagine there must be a stem down there somewhere. Does that make sense? So, okay. I'm liking what I've got. I do need to fix that where I tore the page there. So why don't I fix that with, see if this yellow flower will reach up there. Maybe a yellow flower and a leaf or a branch. I'm just trying to fix where I tore the page here. So I'll take a leaf here and a flower there. Okay, that's kind of cute. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. What if I take this little piece of washi? It's a lot of green right here. So let's get some more yellow flowers here and some more pink flowers. So it's like it's just kind of growing out of the washi, right? Yeah, I don't think I need to leave. Yeah, that's sweet. I like it. I like it. I do. I want to use this now that I peeled it off. Can I do one more flower there? This is different. This is very different. This is very different, but I don't mind it. I think it's going to be okay. I think I like it. All right, so get another flower here and another leafy thing. All right. You know what? This is not bad. This is working. I'll take this. I don't have anything touching this box, which again is not truly important, but it's a thing with me. So I'm going to find something to go here. All right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do off to the next adventure, which is not really truly what we're doing, but it is the start of a new quarter at school, like a new grading period. So, off to the new quarter. And then I could do a put your heart into it under here to kind of mimic what I did over there. And just kind of make it almost look like double washi with the quote. Does that make sense? I'm going to cut this off because it's bugging me. That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. And then I could do, I don't really like doing best weekend ever because you never know if it's going to be the best weekend ever, but You know what? Let's let it be an omen. Let's do a best weekend ever. And I'm going to cut the florals off. So I'm just going to go like this. And then I'm just going to cut like that right there. This is not bad. I'm actually kind of liking this. This is not what I shouldn't say what I envisioned, because I didn't envision anything. But I didn't expect it to come out this well. Oop, that's last week. I didn't expect it to come out this well, so I'm kind of happy. I'm pleasantly surprised. I do have these little pieces that I cut off. This is the problem with not cleaning off your scissors right away, is your stickers all get stuck together and then you can't really reuse things. But I can use this one and just make him peek out somewhere. Stick them down here. I'm pleasantly surprised. This is not bad. And there is something touching every box, so I can be finished at this point. I don't have to be, but I can. There's a little bit more washi in that book that had the washi, so I'm going to grab it and put it at the bottom of these. All right, so let's do a blue one for at work. I'm going to move my stuff out of the way. It's hard to work with it like that, stacked up. So let's put a blue one down here for the at work list. And we'll put the pink one for at home, just because that's all that's left. And then I can do a tiny little flower garden growing out of these washi's just to kind of tie it in with the spread. It also gives me these little pieces if I wanted to use them again, right? I could stick them somewhere. Don't know that I will, but I could. But now I could take a few more of these leftover florals and just stick a teeny bit on the bottom of each little bit of washi here. So let's do like this. I'm going to go on this side. And then yellow. And then a pink. It's kind of growing out of that, right? And then on this one, let's do not quite as big a flower, or as leaf, I think. I always have more to write on my work to-do list than I do on my home to-do list. So all I have left are, oh, I have one little baby yellow flower. I was going to say all I have left is the pink, but I have one little baby yellow. And then let's grab a pink. Grab this one. So we'll do, let's do like this and like that. And little baby. Barely worth being there. He's so cute. I shouldn't say that. Little things are worth it. I say that because I'm small. I'm short. All right. Okay. This, I think, is my spread. I didn't think it would turn out this well, and I actually like it. So I'm glad that I forced myself to be creative today and use stickers that had been intimidating me and that I didn't think would work, because check it out, they worked. I kind of like them. The only thing that's odd is this. This is the odd man out right here. This little floral right there. So I may cut him off and finish the bottom off the way I finished the top off. Or I may just leave it. Is it that deep? I mean, really, I think I can look past it. I think it's close enough. So that is my spread for the week. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, I would love it if you would give my channel a thumbs up, or this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this kind of stuff that I do, you could give my channel a subscribe. That would be fantastic. It costs you nothing, but it helps my channel out and it lets you know when my videos come out. So there you go. So thank you so much for watching. I encourage you, use the stickers that intimidate you, because it could work out for you. I'm kind of pleased with mine. So hope you have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy planning. Bye-bye.